I'm Danny and I climbed Kilimanjaro with Inspired Adventures. A typical day on Kilimanjaro, you basically wake up with the team early in the morning. You'll be able to see the sunrise over the clouds, see the African savannah. It's absolutely stunning. You'll all meet up and have a bit of a hot chocolate or a Milo with the team, and all the porters will get together. You'll see them arranging all the tents and putting everything together. They'll carry your bags. You'll head off with the team leader. He'll set the pace. You'll be trekking up till lunchtime. You'll have a pause. The tour leader will make sure that you're all well rested and that everyone's going at the right pace. So the terrain on Kilimanjaro is very diverse. You'll go from rainforest down at the bottom to alpine meadows towards the middle, and then you get crazy lunar landscapes towards the top, as well as the amazing glaciers, caldera, and other elements at the top of the mountain. It's absolutely incredible. Kilimanjaro is the highest freestanding mountain on the planet. It's definitely a challenge. It's very important that you prioritise training all the way up leading to the trek. It's the summit night that is quite challenging. So even someone like myself that had trained a lot, had all the appropriate equipment, it was definitely challenging. You'll be waking up really early, it's very dark, you'll be climbing up a zigzag trail up the mountain with the team. You will have your headlights. It will be very, very cold, but definitely worthwhile once you finally make it after hours of trekking through the night. You'll get to look out, you'll see into the caldera of the volcano, you'll see across to see the sunrise above the clouds. There'll be a massive glacier, absolutely incredible, and you'll be slowly pacing your way along. And then you'll get to the top. It's quite difficult, you'll definitely feel the lack of oxygen until you get a team photo in front of the very famous Uhuru Peak sign. Ready to head back down. So the team, we ended up rushing down so you can kind of zigzag all the way back down the mountain to base camp, and then you wait for the rest of the team to arrive. Training for me for Kilimanjaro was definitely quite challenging since I grew up in one of the flattest states in Australia, in WA. So with my training, I went to the gym 3 times a week. I made sure that whenever I could, I went out to go camping, to do some multi-trekking days of at least 2 days across Saturday and Sunday. I highly recommend that just to get used to your boots and to going walking all day, going to sleep and then waking up again and walking all over again the next day. This was my first time trekking at altitude, and the best thing you can do to prepare for altitude is just to be in the best shape of your life through regular training. When you get onto the trip, you'll have a pace setter or your head guide who will make sure you're walking slowly up the mountain to make sure it's not too fast, and then you also have an acclimatization day as well, just to get accustomed to that height. I personally didn't experience any symptoms, but you've got a team doctor there to make sure you're all cared for every step of the way. In terms of equipment for the trek, I highly recommend getting a good set of hiking boots. I still hold on to mine, and it's been years since the trip, and it's definitely something that you cherish and it's worth putting in the extra money. I highly recommend having layers, so from thermals, shirts, jackets, down jackets as well, and also your raincoat. It's very, very important. Also, a neck buff is definitely something you should bring along as well. You can also use it to cover your nose and mouth when you're particularly on that lunar landscape as well, where it's quite dry and very out in the sun above the clouds. That I'd recommend bringing are hiking poles. There's definitely elements of the trip where hiking poles are a huge advantage, just to make sure that you're taking that stress off your knees. Overall, the fundraising and training journey that I had to finally reach the summit of Kilimanjaro was one of the best experiences of my life.